What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna play a little bit of music and then I'm gonna wrap in Miss Lana's kitchen. I'm gonna get some stuff prepped. I typically hardly ever go live in the kitchen and it's a little crooked, but I'm just gonna play and see what I can put together. So let me get my workstation set up and we'll play, okay? If y'all really think these videos are rad, spread a little love on that share button and let us know where you're from and your fitness and health goals, okay? Hi Cecilia. Hi Stephanie. Alright y'all, so this is my first time really playing in Miss Lana's kitchen. It's a little bit crooked, it's gonna bother me, but I have the Rad lens on and like this is an exposed window. And I have a tripod, but I just wanted to go because I'm really hungry and thirsty. But Miss Lana usually has it over here with a tripod. I have it just dangling on this rad little crystal. So if it falls, it falls. But I think I'm gonna start going live in here because there's so much that I do during the day that I don't really share, but it doesn't take really any extra effort to spread the love. You know, Lana plays in the kitchen more than I do. When I was in North Dakota, I had this rad little kitchen. But I think I'm gonna start going live on my personal page like I used to. I used to go live 2 or 3 times a day, almost every day in my kitchen, and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of people are asking for that, just because I just push play, and I do like going live in the group and on our business page. But I think Miss Lana and I will be doing that a lot less, more on the business page. Maybe once or twice a week. I know Miss Lana is going to be doing a 40-day Kundalini challenge. What y'all want to be inspired and really learn some stuff. Stay tuned to her. But this isn't the most optimal setup. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and wrap. Can you all hear me well? Can you all see me well? Is the lighting good? If y'all give me some hearts. Let me know. Hi Adam. What's up? Give me some hearts. Spread a little love. Share this video. But let me know if the audio is good. There we go. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Okay, rad. So, what I'm going to do today, y'all, I'm going to do some bananas. We've got some banana prep. You can't see my ninja hands, though. You can't see my hands, but that's okay. So I've got 4 bananas there, and we've got 6 bananas here. But they're little ninja bananas, right? So I'm going to prep these 4 because they're small bananas. And we have some avocado cacao pudding. What? And that's what I'm going to put in my smoothie today with some hemp seeds. Now, I remember last Christmas, not this Christmas, but last Christmas when I first started going front and center, I did this really cool photo. You know, I used Photoshop and stuff. And I was like naked or whatever. And I was throwing up the heart. And I had some bananas that looked just like this in the background. And that was like one of the very first HATEs that I ever got. They're like, dude, your bananas are rotten. I'm like, dude, no, they're not. They're not rotten. So look, these are like good to go. So a lot of people like bananas when they're real starchy and stuff. You know, these are really good. And guess what? Check this out. I got super stoked. I have a tendency, even today, you know, the group is taking a lot of my time, the business page, a lot of content is taking a lot of time, but I'm still trying to better myself and become a better person. It has decreased a little bit just because it's so much time plus the other business that I have. But Miss Lana, it was like 5 days ago, she ninja flipped in here and she told me that she got these bananas for 19 cents a pound, and I had my selective hearing ears on, and I heard her, but I didn't hear her. And then when I realized, like, I think it was an hour later, I'm like, wait, you got these for 19 cents a pound at I think it's Lorenzo's. So, you know, I used to go live all the time and Natural Grocers, and I'd bring Jordan, I'd bring Iggy and all that. I just find that that's not optimal. Those grocery stores hike up the price pretty much on everything. I get it, it's a business, but really the best thing to do is support your local farmers and the markets and buy in bulk. And so, you know, I like doing that, but I mean, I went to Whole Foods here, I went to Sprouts, I went to Aldi's, and it just doesn't impress me, especially if you're really trying to buy optimally. So, but when she told me these were 19 cents a pound, that's like the best. You cannot get any better than that. Especially, you know, I don't know what it was. I don't know if he had a sale or what was going on, but you know, they're not organic, but you just kind of got to choose your battle. So when I have these, y'all, I just use one of these serrated knives. Again, I'm at Lana's house, and I've been staying here for about 2.5 months, and you know, I got rid of most of the stuff, but I did bring some Ninja Cool stuff, but I pretty much just gave it all to her. When I moved to Kauai, y'all, I'm basically just gonna show up by myself. You know, if she wants to play and she can come with me, that's cool. But like what I'm saying is, like, you know, I was gonna ship my car. You know, a lot of things have changed. I just want to show up with my rad self and just, you know, just by myself. I don't need anything. I mean, I've really gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and there's a few items that I still need to get rid of here locally. But yeah, so I'm really, really excited about that. So what I do is I use this knife and I just cut them all at once, just the top. Hiya. And then what's really cool, see, look, what's really cool is you cut the top off, and then you have these, right? They're like little, I don't know what you call them little candy, but watch, you just pull it out with your teeth, watch. See that? And if you're hungry, this is delicious. Who wants candy? Remember Now and Laters? Now and Laters used to be the bomb. Look, here's another one, watch this. Bye. Okay? So just like a snack. Give this to your kid. Cecilia says, I always used to eat them a bit on the green side, but now I wait until they're ripe. You are rubbing off on me. Ooh, rubbing off on you. I shaved. Yeah. I didn't even know what a ripe banana was. I didn't even really eat bananas for a long, long time. You know, this is like perfect. And bananas, you got to bring your ninja stealth skills out too when you do bananas, because, you know, when you buy in bulk, you got to hang them sometimes. Sometimes you just put them in a basket. Sometimes you got to put them in the fridge. Same thing with avocados. It's like an avocado dance or a banana dance, you know, because you don't want to waste your produce. You don't want to waste your produce. Boom! Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. So, I'm going to use my Ninja. I did bring my Ninja. We've given away a lot of these. So, just hiya, right? And I'm going to do 10 because these are really, really small. And then I'm going to put the leftover. I don't even know if you would consider it leftover, but I'm going to put some of the cacao avocado pudding in there. And if you all watch my videos for the last years, you know, I used to put like whey protein, pea protein, all that stuff. And right now I'm just not using that type of stuff. You know, the hemp seeds are really going to help this smoothie. And another thing I haven't been playing with, y'all, see, look at these little bananas. Boom! Another thing I have not been playing with, which I used to play with a lot, is oils. I used to play with coconut oil, avocado oil, a lot. I don't do that anymore. And you know, this is Miss Lana's kitchen. She has a nice little prime setup, and you know, she's taught me a lot. We are doing a lot of daily tinctures. I can show those to you, maybe another video, but we do a lot of that. And I'm really just not eating as much as I used to. And I think that's just something that I'm going through. You know, it's been really, really cold here for Florida. I mean, it was like 76 degrees for Christmas. But the last 3 days, I mean, there's iguanas falling out of trees because they're freezing to death, unfortunately. It's really, really sad, but it's really, really cold here. So one thing that I have been wanting and desiring is some heated food. And so when that happens, you know, you can get some yams, you can get some sweet potatoes, some quinoa. Quinoa, you know, I've been eating quinoa a lot. Or just heating things up, you know, below, you know, you want to keep about no higher than 120. And sometimes, you know, if you cook quinoa, you know, it's not going to be raw. And so right now I'm probably 95, 92% raw. Oh, and I got to tell a story. Y'all. This is true, right? Check this out. All right. So listen to this. I don't think anybody does this. I don't think anybody would tell this story, but I'm going to tell it anyways. So look, I went and hung out with Lana's dad. I think it was, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. And it was the same day that I called my dad and talked to him. And so here's the compost. So what she does, she's got those big things of like greens, right? And so she just, wow, it smells kind of funky. So she just used this thing, and you just use this as the compost, and then every day or every 2 days, I try to take it out. Sometimes she takes it out. You just put it in here, and she has this thing in the backyard, this huge compost. So you just throw this out, boom, and then recycles over there. But check this out, y'all. So I popped my cherry. I haven't eaten like any yummy nastiness, any restaurant food. I hadn't even like been like, unless it was raw food, right? So I went and hung out with Miss Lana's dad. I gave him an optimal reset, you know, got him to cut the cord, saved him like $2,000 a year, got him like a new modem, a new router, got him on Netflix, all that stuff, and was hanging out with him. And then we went to the mall to go return all of his Frontier cable stuff and just really helping him out and playing with him. And you know, I could tell he was hungry, right? And you know, he's an old school guy, you know, and he does his best to eat healthy. You know, he juices a lot, which is cool, and he likes to make his brownies. What? And anyways, so I had not eaten like at a restaurant that was not raw. I haven't had any fast food, nothing like that, for like 14 months, y'all. The last time I had fast food and the last time I had a drink was October 16th. Wait, September 16th, 2016. Wow. So that's, yeah, so it's 15 months, maybe 15 months. So I knew he was hungry. I was like, hey, you want to go get something to eat? And, you know, when you're in this lifestyle, a lot of people call you picky, right? They're like, oh, I can't eat. Like if I was to go out there, I mean, I might be able to just have like a couple avocados and some guacamole, right? And even then you don't know what they put it in and all that stuff. So you just have more control of what you put in your body, you know, and on what you consume. And so, you know, I'm sure Lana gets that a lot from her dad, and I know I got that from a lot of family. But so I wanted to, you know, test my body. You know, I know that I am the cleanest I've ever been. Like my intestines, my colon, you know, I'm super clean, super light, you know, hovering in the 145, 150, which is really light. But I haven't been engaged in playing as much, so I've lost some muscle mass. I believe I probably lost about 6 to 7 pounds of muscle mass, which is a lot of muscle mass. But I feel like I'm healing at a deep tissue level, that I'm just, you know, from all that hardcore trauma, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fairly thin now. So anyways, I'm gonna try to do this. So anyways, I was like, hey, you wanna go eat? And I knew you wanted to eat. He's like, yeah. I was like, hey, I'm like, hey, let's go to a deli, right? Let's go to a deli. And he's like, okay. I'm like, all right, take me to the best deli that is around here. So he's like, all right, you know, he's real calm, cool. So we go about, I don't know, 30 minutes, and he takes me to this New York deli, which is like legit. It has this bakery, this old school Jewish deli, like where the sandwiches are like this high, you know, and they can have breakfast and all that stuff. A lot of people in my space, you know, that promote whole foods, plant-based, people call it vegan, whatever they want to call it, would not tell this. And I know from people that have shared stuff with me that they do a lot of lot of stuff behind the scenes, but they have this pressure that they want to maintain that, oh, I'm 100% vegan, and if they slip and eat something, even on accident, and they see it, they won't tell anybody. But I did this for a reason, a couple of reasons. So we go there, right? And I ordered this huge pastrami on rye, right? I was like, I just, why not? I want to see, because you can listen to people, you can watch me, and you can watch all these other people, and you can like listen to their stories, but maybe what works for them doesn't work for you. So I was like, I want to see what this gigantic sandwich, and he ordered onion rings, and what came with mine was a giant pickle. I got a water. He was trying to convince me to get a soda because you get a free soup with it. I'm like, dude, I'm not drinking soda. That's one thing, you know, I can say never. I'm never going to drink soda unless I'm dying, and that's the only thing. So I got a water with lemon. I got this gigantic pastrami on rye, y'all. It had the what Thousand Island sauce. It had the coleslaw on it. It had the cheese on it. Right. It was this big. It was enough for 4 people, and then it had a giant hefty thing of cheesy garlic fries. Right. So the first thing, got it. First thing I had was 3 onion rings, and they were so delicious. They were so effing good. They were cooked. I'm talking, this is like the best. This is like a really good deli. This isn't Schlossky's or whatever it is. It's not, I mean, this is like a legit New York Jewish deli with a bakery and everything. So I had these 3 onion rings, and then they had this little sauce, and I dipped in the sauce. They were so crispy. They were so good. You know, when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is delicious. So then I moved on, and I took a fourth of the sandwich, which was still about this big, and I bit into it, and the buttery of the bread. Remember, I don't eat bread. You know, I stay away from gluten, all that stuff. And so this is a great way to test how much work I've put in, you know, and what this food is going to do to my mood, what it's going to do to my tummy, what it's going to do to my skin, what it's going to do to my energy. And so I was like, let's do it. And so I took a big bite of that, right? And it was so good. The bread was really buttery. It had a nice crispy to it. And the pastrami, y'all, was so yummy. I ate that 4th one. I mean, I couldn't stop eating. I was saliving. I was just eating it. Then I jumped into the fries, right? The fries were good, but the onion rings were better. So then check this out. Like, I was destroying it, right? And when they give you this stuff, it was really enough to feed 5 people. Just my plate. Just my plate alone was enough, in my opinion, was to feed 5 people. But that was 1 serving. And they put a giant plate, and they fill the whole plate up. You know, and yeah, you get your money's worth, but that shows me portion control is so out of hand, because what happens is you're not eating nutrient-dense food. You're getting all these calories, you know, but you're not getting your minerals, you're not getting your vitamins. You know, you're not eating healthy, and so you kind of got to eat a lot, and then it's just so yummy because it just tastes good. It has those addictive butters, you know, the salt, the high sodium, and so I had to, you know, take a time out, and ninja flip into the restroom, and excuse myself just to make room, because my you know, I just couldn't do it. So I went to the restroom, I went back, and I ate some more, and I probably ate half of it, and I was stuffed. I took the other half home. There's a gentleman that stands or sits or whatever, is always by this Dollar General store, and I don't know if he's homeless, but he's always there, and I was gonna bring it to him, you know, the leftovers, and bring it to him, but I couldn't find him because it was a little bit too late. So I ended up just throwing the leftovers out. Back in the day, I would have gave that to Buddy. You know, right now we buy Buddy really optimal food, and I wouldn't do that to Buddy. So that's what I did, y'all, and I really enjoyed, you know, lunch with her father. You know, I think he had a really good time. Food is really, really important because, you know, it's tradition, it's conversation, you know, and, you know, especially with the holidays and all of that stuff, or even if you're doing a potluck or if you're at church or whatever it is, food is so important, and you can offend someone by not eating their food, or you can offend someone by eating different food than them. It's really tricky. And so I went out of my box. I tested myself. I'm not ashamed. The first, when we got out, when we left and we were driving around, look at this truth. I got really, really tired really, really tired in the car, like yawning, like yawning. And I know it's because you eat so much food and all your blood goes there and you have to digest it. And that's why people say, oh, you're fat and happy. Or, you know, like, oh, wow. You know, like when you see a lot of the Thanksgivings or the Christmas, you'll see a lot of people sitting in front of the TV and just like this. It's because your blood has to digest all of that. And a lot of times it doesn't know where to put all of it. So it kind of confuses you. So I was getting that, and I actually started getting, not like belching burps, like, but I was getting like stuff up here, kind of like digestion, like stuff, instantly, y'all, instantly. You know, the food was good. I'll always like all that food. How could you not like that delicious stuff? I mean, I love fast food. They're successful because that stuff tastes really good. It's just not medicinal. It's just not, you know, optimal. So I was getting indigestion, and so, you know, I was kind of full or whatnot, and my caca looked totally different. Like, that destroyed my whole setup that I was going. I went to bed okay. The second day, I had a hard time opening my eyes. My eyes felt really, really heavy. And then I can tell you this, day 3 and day 4 kind of did have an effect on my mood, y'all, and I'm not all the way back. And, you know, and this is just me sharing my story. And I think the same thing happens to people that are on the other spectrum, that are people that are eating that type of food, you know, in eating the yummy nastiness, and then they try to switch into just having a green juice, right? Or an apple juice, right? Or a kale salad. You know, it doesn't have to be raw, or just, you know, a high fruit, high fiber, high vegetable diet. The same thing happens to them as their body freaks out. And so that tells me that, yeah, I can do that, but there is going to be a consequence. And I have to learn through my own, you know, I have to learn through my own. Will I do that again? Probably yes. Probably the next time it's probably going to be, I'm probably going to do a steak, like, but it's got to be like the best steak. And Lana's father at Charlie's, he recommends Charlie's. So then, you know, not for a while though, maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, because I really want to get, you know, what I had worked so hard for. And it was only one meal. It was only one meal. You know, just think the people that are doing that their whole life, they never get to experience the other side, you know, of the whole food, plant-based diet. But yeah, I'm almost back. You know, I really need to get outside and play some more. It's just this group takes a lot of energy, y'all. There's a lot of things that I do behind the backgrounds, and it has decreased my ability to become my most optimal self. And then I, you know, negated a lot of my business stuff that I had to catch up on. I mean, I turned down, you know, close to, you know, $60,000, $70,000 worth of work, you know, to ninja flip over here and to play and to build this group, you know. And one thing that's interesting is that there's all these different frequencies and all these different channels, and what is reality and all of this stuff, and you talk about spirituality and all that. You know, I do know one thing, in planet Earth where we live, you do have to have money, and that's the thing, that's the whole system, right? They want to stress you out about bills, they want to stress you out about taxes, they want to stress you out about debt, and they want to have that fear, and then they want to numb you with the food and numb you with the entertainment. So you're you know, and then you have, you know, stress and family issues and relationship issues. So you're constantly being bombarded, but you know, you do have to have money for safety, right? You have to, you know, have money to fuel your desires, which is, you know, whatever your passion is. And so I kind of have to ninja flip back into that. Just to play that game, you have to play that game. You know, I was never born with money. No one's ever really given me money. You know, and to close down a very successful business, to do Ridiculously Raw Authentic, was a risk. You know, and it's not monetizable. We're not trying to monetize. You know, we had the meal plan just because it was asked for. But I'm gonna have to do something else. You know, my end game is to get to Kauai and become a master gardener. And I'm just going to have to get creative and figure out a way to do that, because I'm not going to give up on that. So I wanted to share that with you all. So here we go. How many bananas did I put? 6? 4? So I'm going to put, this is what I'll do. See, it's all the way filled. See, look. Yummy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that cacao. And I had some of this yesterday too. I should give you guys a tour of Lana's fridge. I don't know if she's ever done that. But she has a pretty rad fridge. There's a lot of stuff. It's super cold. It's almost too cold, y'all. Look at this. Look at that. Right? Check that out. So you gotta be nibbling on this, y'all. Real food. You get addicted to eating real food. Especially like the mono mealing. Like, I'll just eat these. Y'all. Just by themselves. These taste like Skittles. I promise you. You're like, what? A tomato? I'm like, yeah. You just nibble on those. But, so I'm gonna scoop some of this up. And then I'll put some hemp seeds in there. Look at this. You can just smell it. Look at that. And, you know, Miss Lana and I rap really well together. You know, we've really been upping our game in the photography. You know, she teaches me things. I teach her things. I really want to jump into the Kundalini practice and the meditation and the yoga. Again, that takes time. It takes effort. It takes dedication. And, you know, I'm trying to find a balance between, you know, the JOB, because I closed a lot of those doors, but now I got to jump back into that. You know, I just finished a $1,400 logo project. Typically, a lot of my projects, y'all, were like, you know, $9,000 to $12,000, and I'm pretty darn good. Been doing it for 10 years, my own business, where I could, you know, do a project like in 2 weeks. You know, do 2 or 3 projects, you know, you're good to go. But I closed a lot of those doors. I had penetrated, you know, a lot of the doctor circles that have a lot of money with like orthopedic, just a lot of stuff like that. But it was fun, y'all. But this is way more fun. I mean, look. Right? That's way more fun, right? I like to inspire and motivate because y'all inspire and motivate me. But, so it comes down to time. I you know, I help a lot of people, and I feel like I'm coaching a lot of people with the internet, you know, the nutrition, the diet, the inspiration, motivation. And so it's like, I have to, I try to be as most raw and real with you all about what's going on. And I really haven't showed up in the kitchen. But I gotta switch things up. I gotta find, you know, because I'm serving. I've been serving for 14 months, y'all. You know, and I've bankrolled this entire thing. You know, and I'm glad I have, because I know, like, I don't have enough time, enough oxygen, and enough brain juice to tell you every single story about what's happened in the last 14 months. You know, every single individual that I've rapped with, and I mean, it just. You know, I just don't have time for it. You guys would be bored. So I've done a lot. I've learned a lot. It's so rich. It's so rich. Look how rich that is. But all I'm saying is I got ninja flip into something else. You know, so I can make some money, you know. So, you know, I could, you know, pay my child support, pay my car payment. One thing, y'all, and this is me just rapping. One thing that I've done, yo, I used to have so many expenses. My nut, they call it. My nut, meaning your monthly expenses, used to be like $8,500. That means every 31 days, I'd be on the hook for 17 grand, y'all. And you know, I had to work my butt off for that. I had no employees. You know, I started that business 10 years ago. But the thing is, to have all that stuff, and to work that hard, and to really, you know, working on somebody else's passion and creating their dream, which is cool because I was really good at it. But to keep up with that, you know what? I can tell you, ruined a lot of relationships for me, because work was number one. I was like, work. But now this thing is kind of turned into work, even though it's a digital playground. But you know, when you have all those responsibilities, all those bills, all those subscriptions, all that stuff, you know, you have to do things that you really don't want to do. And so what I have done with giving away 95% of what I own, I've taken it further, y'all. You know, I've gotten rid of a lot of extra expenses. A lot. Like, I don't have any subscriptions anymore. I have Google Drive. I dropped Dropbox, dropped Headspace, drop Netflix. Like, I dropped because those subscriptions, y'all, any $15 here, $22 here, $115 here, you know, all of that stuff, you know. And even, you know, now that I'm, you know, playing with Miss Lana and I'm staying here for a while, you know, that has saved me. But, you know, if you really want to save money, go get your money. And what I mean by that, go get your money. You have sweaters that you're not using. You have, you know, rad boots that you're not wearing. You got a TV or a VCR or old toys from your children. You know, you got stuff in your house that you can use. You know, and then when you cancel subscriptions, y'all, it's like this. You're like, whoa, it's a huge gap. You know, and you don't have that monthly stuff. So I'm learning a lot about that. Like, y'all, what, I used to gamble a lot. I'd win 10 grand, I'd lose 6 grand, I'd win 15 grand. So but what I'm learning now is serving and trying to heal, and just learning, trying to learn as much as I can from the beautiful people that I've found, is that you have to play the money game to a point, but now even like $5 is a lot of money. Where I would just give, I would see, a homeless person, throw them $400. So it's made me, I got skills, y'all, where if I really wanted to just go get money, I could do it. But then again, I don't want to go back into that arena, because I closed those doors, and it made me sick. It made me ill, and it made me the person that I didn't want to be. And so this is me just sharing that I'm growing and learning, not to give up on the person I'm becoming, yet, I can't close certain doors too fast, because you do have to play the game. The only way you don't have to play the game, and what I've always said, is that just find a coconut tree. If you can meditate and levitate under a coconut tree smelling like peaches, pissing glitter, you don't really have that many responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And so that is my end goal, become a master gardener. So I'm learning, how to get there, and I am going to get there. So let's see. Boy, these wrap things, I miss this, because like I say, y'all, I have a lot of flavors, and I do a lot of things, and I feel like I can serve, I feel like I could serve at a higher thing when I just rap like this, because I'm doing this anyways. So I'll probably start just, pushing record, play like I always tell everybody, because there's so much insight, there's so much that goes on with that I am engaged with, especially technology, and stuff like that. And so if you guys like these videos, I'll do these, because I'm gonna be in here anyways. I gotta eat, right? And I gotta play. So if you like these videos, let me know. Miss Lana and I will play in here. We like to play in the group. We're really upping our game on photography and recipes. We're doing that. So let's see. This is my handy Ninja. Y'all can't see me. This is way better than the NutriBullet, in my opinion. I've made hundreds of videos. I've done, I think, 2 or 3 Ninja reviews, and this is the Ninja IQ Professional, which is better than, I think, the Supra, I think it was. I actually have another one, a brand new one in the Love Shack, that we're gonna give away soon. All right, so I didn't even put any water in here. I used to drink a lot of coconut water. Coconut water is expensive. When we do go to the market up in Florida, or up in Tampa, I can get 9 coconuts for $18. So what is that? That's $2 a coconut. You go to any of the stores, you go to Whole Foods, y'all, they're like $6.99 a coconut. That's why, and I get it. When I was in Grand Forks and I was at Natural Grocers, the best deals there were the $2 organic bags, where you can get like 5 tomatoes, an onion, a thing of garlic, or whatever. And they only have organic food. But I'm telling you, and I'm thankful that I've learned this. I really liked doing those videos in there. But you all, any supermarket that you go to, the Krogers, the Aldis, the Natural Grocers, Whole Page, all that, they're charging you 3, sometimes 4 times the amount of what it costs at your traditional market. And then you really, really do support your local farmers. And I've learned that. And now with me not playing, in my, marketing company, I really have learned, the value of $1. And so to go get coconuts, I if we had those right now, I'd crack one open, right? And I'd put it in here. But for $2 versus $6, y'all, if you can, wherever you're at, wherever your zip code, look for your markets. Look for your markets and make it happen. Especially all you Rock and Rad Star meal planners, do the market. You can go to the market if you're strategic and you buddy up with them, and you find out who the suppliers are and the farmers and stuff. You can go to the market, in my opinion, two times, maybe 3 times a month, and you're good to go. And you know what that does? That gets rid of packaged stuff, right? That gets rid of packaged stuff. So then you really are eating whole food, plant-based. You know what I'm saying? And it's way cheaper. Even if you're buying the packaged processed stuff, right? And you get the coupons, the Velveetas, you get all your condiments, you get your steak from the butcher, your pot roast, whatever it is, the box stovetop stuffing or whatever it is, all of that stuff, all of that stuff. You go to the market, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, organic, fruits and vegetables is so expensive. Yes, it is in the grocery store. You go to the market and you just get all fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes. You will be amazed. It'll probably be like at least half of what you're paying now for like the yummy nastiness that you buy there, but it will be less than half if you buy it at the market. And so it's just a waste. Unless you have to go to the market, I would stay out of them. And see, in Grand Forks, I didn't have that, so I get it. It's cold, I get it. That's why, here's the thing, that's why I made, a choice. Hey, I'm almost 40, y'all. I'm gonna be 40 very, very soon. That's why I made a thing. I said, hey, from here on out, because I got 129 years left to live, right? So for the next 120 years, I'm gonna live in a tropical weather. I just made that. Because I followed my daughter all around the world, and I said, look, it's optimal for me, for my health, for my mental health, for my heart, for my organs, for my skin, for my happiness, for my energy, is to live in a tropical weather. And it's 52 degrees here, and it's like freezing, right? Christmas it was 76. And when you live in a tropical environment, you get to eat seasonal, and you get the fresh air, depending on where you're at, you get the sunlight, right? So you get to ninja flip outside and play, So that's me taking charge of my life and say tropical here on out. There are some things that I do miss from certain things, and there are some sacrifices that I have to do, but it's worth it to me, y'all. It is worth it to me. I mean, I haven't stay out of the hospitals, get a cold. Lana's had a cough for like 3 weeks. And she's been trying to do a lot of different stuff. I have not been sick since I used to drink. I mean, I haven't been sick literally since, I don't know, May of 2016. You know what I mean? I just have not been sick. And even with Lana have a cough, One thing is I don't go out as much as I used to. I do need to play more, but again, I'm just working so hard on so many different arenas to try to achieve what I'm trying to do. And it is a little bit cold, but I'm not going to make that excuse, because I really do. I love playing outside, y'all. That playing outside when I was in North Dakota for those 3 months, y'all, changed my life. I literally fell in love with the sun and the moon, right? And it's not corny. It literally changed my life. And so when I'm ready, when I have some things in line, I'm going to get back out there and I'm going to play. You don't need, in my opinion, you don't need a gym membership. What are you going to do with a gym membership, y'all? That's in every 31 days, $60, $70. You're going to go in there and pump iron? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. You literally, if you just go outside, roll around, skip, do aesthetics, do bodyweight squats, push-ups, sit-ups, run, sprints. I'm telling you, act like you're a kid, and if you're just trying to lose weight, it will fall off like that. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It will fall off like that. You don't even need to be hot. Just act like, you're in 2nd grade, and Miss Neiman opens up the door and you run outside and like, ah! Just play. Literally, I play on playgrounds, y'all. I play in fields. Get a jump rope, get a rebounder. So I have not been doing that. So I've lost about 5 to 6 pounds muscle mass. And another thing too is that used to kickstart my day. We're at the tail end of the day, because it releases serotonin, you're sweating, you're getting your body moving. And so that's something that I definitely need to do more. I want to put a little bit of water in here. So we've got this thing here. This thing's pretty cool, y'all. So we get 5 gallons of water for $1, right? And this thing is really, really cool. Again, I used to drink a lot of coconut water. Coconut water is expensive unless you get it, from the market, plus you get the meat. But good coconut water, it's like $35, $40 a case. And I'm learning a lot because I'm saving money because I really don't have the money because I've sacrificed and bankrolled this. And this is close to 10 grand, more than 10 grand, y'all, because you got to think of the money that I'm not making and the personal money that I put into Ridiculously Raw Authentic, which is easily over 10 grand. But if you think about it, the money that I haven't made, you know what I'm saying? So over the last, 6-7 months, it's cost me probably $70,000 to do this. And again, that's why I don't think it's ever done with the group that we've created and really played in. There's not anything that exists because everybody's allowed. You know what I mean? You have people singing in there, like Lucy. You got Bellavina goes in there and sings. We got people talk about their drug addiction, their weight addiction, if they have a hair ailment, if they were abused, if they were molested. We have a lot of rock and rad stars that do the meal plan. So it's something that is very, very different. And we have 42,000 members. You know, and it was a lot of work to get those 42,000 members, and I made some mistakes, and there are some things that I wish I could have done better, and there are some things that I wish I didn't do. But here's the thing, and I know I'm just rapping. Here's the thing, though, and I'm going to share this with y'all, and this is very important for y'all to know this. So I'm just going to put a little bit because there's already water in the bananas and the pudding. But here's the thing that I want to tell y'all. 99.9% of like what I'm trying, or what 99.9% of things that are out there, if there's groups, if they're communities, if there's business pages, if they're an influencer, if they're selling a book, if they're self-help, if they're a guru, whatever it is, I can tell you right now, and you can go look, not one of these individuals or not one of these people have a group like ours. It doesn't exist. Because I know behind the scenes the amount of people that I myself, Lana herself, and some other rock and rad stars have like helped and supported on a very, very high level, right? So personal, where people will be charging, you know, a lot of money for that, for coaching and stuff. And that's from day one. And so a lot of the times if you have, you know, I don't want to name names, you might know some people that are influencers that are selling self-help, coaching, financial stuff, meal plans, 10-day detox, 3-day thing, whatever it is, y'all, they're not even close. And I'm very confident saying this. They're not even close. They're not even in the same frequency, the same planet, the same universe on the level that we're accessible to and the level that we really are helping. And so that's what I'm proud of because I know, I mean, I have thousands of testimonials. I used to post them all the day, especially in the Optimal Reset thing, but it's just too much. It's a little bit egocentric. Like, okay, we get it, you know. But there's so many people from all age, you know. Right now our group is 65% women and 35% men from all over the world. You know, and the women, our main core is between 36 and 52 is the key demographic. And y'all, it's, you know, to hold space for those amount of people, because, you know, I get messages every day, like I always said, to hold space for those type of people, for ailments, for people, you know, that have a friend or something that commits suicide, or their son is on opiates, you know, or, you know, they have to have surgery, they have to get something cut out. To hold that space every single day, y'all, takes a lot. Takes a lot. And I just know it's not being done. I just know it's not. I if you guys know any place, you know, I like a few groups, you know, on Facebook, you know, and there's other platforms, y'all. There's Snapchat, there's Instagram, there's Musical.ly, which is actually pretty rad. There's Twitter. There's a lot of other things that are being done, but on Facebook groups, I just don't see it being done. And to be honest, the most powerful part about our group is the rock and rad stars that actually, you know, are kind of behind the scenes, that aren't front and center, but you can see when someone makes a post and they need help, or they call prayers or blessings or whatever, or just insights, they're on it in the comment section. And so our group has 42,000 members. It doesn't have that much, I don't think, it doesn't have the engagement I think it should for that amount of members, but I see a lot of this stuff in the background. So, you know, I intentionally found all of you. Every single one of you I found. And I had my first things, I wanted to find the vegans and then put, you know, the ketos and all these other diets together. And if you saw from the beginning, it was like World War III. I did that intentionally, you know, and then I went, you know, to, you know, the addiction groups, you know, the depression groups, the anxiety groups, and, you know, I found all these people. And there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that just isn't front and center. And so I think as it grows, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because I really truly believe we will have 10 million people. I think as it grows, people are healing at their own pace, and I think as they heal, they'll be more visible, and then it's just going to be like, you know what I mean? It's just going to be really, really dynamic on the front end. You know, again, there's a lot of things that go on in the back that people don't see. But Wow, I miss just pushing play and play because, again, y'all, I have a lot going on. You know, I really, really do, and there's nothing that I won't talk about. Again, like I've said, there are stories that I'm saving for Kauai. But let's make this smoothie. We're gonna call this the sweet banana what cacao pudding smoothie. That might be it. No, we'll just call it the Nano cacao smoothie. No, the Nano cacao pudding smoothie. Or we can get rid of smoothie. See, this is why we have so much fun making up these recipes, because you can just play with the words. We'll call it the Nano cacao pudding. That's it. Because it could be pudding. Watch, it doesn't have to be a smoothie. Check it out. Hi, William. Hi, Ann. See? Look at it. So that is a smoothie. It's not really pudding. And they're not frozen. Here's another thing. I used to have all my bananas frozen. You know, I'm not doing that. But frozen bananas in a smoothie is next level. I suggest it. But right now, you know, it's like room temperature. You know, look at this. Oh, you know, I miss doing the dramatic pour, y'all. Guys, I used to go live all the time. Let's see. I don't have any really cool glasses. Let's see what we got. Oh, hemp seeds. Gotta have the hemp seeds. Look, the amino acids, the protein or whatever, the hemp seeds in a smoothie or a pudding. You know, I play with hemp seeds a lot now. I have for a while, but now I'm not doing any of the oils or anything. But those hemp seeds, y'all, if you put hemp seeds and you blend them, you know, it changes the texture of whatever you're playing with, and it has those amino acids, y'all. So I use a lot of hemp seeds. And we've posted links on those before. Let's see. Boom. Check these out. Matoba, these are hemp seeds. These are amazing. And another thing I've been doing too is I'll show this to you. I've been doing a lot of overnight oats, steel cut oats. And I take it to the next level. The overnight oats, they gotta go 4 or 5 days. And OMG, it will change your life. The texture, the fluffiness, the nuttiness of a steel cut oat that is soaked for 4 or 5 days. You could soak it with tea. You could soak it with coconut water. You can throw any type of sugar, stevia, butterscotch blend, stevia, vanilla blend. You can just throw maple syrup in there. You can throw goji berries in there, raspberries, strawberries. It's so good. So I've trying to always have 2 or 3 of those going at a time. So right here, what I have found the best mix. So these are only a day old. The best mix that I like right now, and you can make literally a million different recipes for this, but I'll tell you the ratio. The steel cut oats, right? We put a bunch of links if you want. I could show it to you. So this is 1 day. So I put what I do. I do a cup of steel cut oats, and then I do 1.5 to 2 cups of water. And in 2 or 3 days, y'all, this water will be gone. I think in this one, I put this, and I bought this a while ago. I actually brought this from North Dakota. I haven't used it as much, but I just want to get rid of it and play with it and see how my body operates. This organic blue organic agave. Put about a tablespoon in there, and then what else did I put in there? I like to put bananas afterwards, and then again, during the winter months, you can soak those for 3 or 4 days. And if you want warm food, you can throw it, in a skillet, in a saucepan or whatever, and just warm it up a little bit. Don't get it boiling and stuff. Just warm it up just a little bit. Throw some cinnamon on there, some nutmeg, whatever it is. I mean, we've got so much stuff. But I can go over. I could do a marathon. I could talk about. That's why I'm gonna start doing these so y'all can see, like what it is that I've been doing. It's because if you do like oatmeal or steel cut oats, they charge you like $4 for a little thing at the grocery store, and you put it in your microwave with water, and you're $4, and it doesn't get you. It's not even close. Especially for like all the tinctures and the seasoning and the medicinal stuff that you can put in there. It's not even close. And a bag of the steel cut oats is like $6, right? So you could save a ton of money. And it's totally different than any other oatmeal you've ever had. It's a totally different experience. It's much easier digestible as well, and you can put the hemp seeds in there too. So let me put these back in here. As you can see, beautiful Miss Lana has some kombucha in there. She has this big thing of kimchi. We've been playing with that kimchi now probably for 3 weeks to a month, and she just keeps adding to it, and it's so delicious. We also made, we were just playing around one time, and I really like Texas Pete hot sauce. You know, in the wintertime, it's good to have, you know, a sauce that kind of puts some heat in your body. And, you know, you got the chalupa, you got the Texas Pete, you know, you've got the Tabasco. Well, this right here is a secret, top secret ingredient, and we call it the what sauce. This tastes similar to Texas Pete, but way better. Way better. Way better. It's so good. This what sauce, y'all. Just dab a little dew on your pinky. Put some on there. Look at, and it's purple. Look at that. We made a cauliflower mac and cheese. Put some Himalayan sea salt with some finely ground pepper with the what sauce with some nutritional yeast. It's better than any mac and cheese you'll ever have. I dropped some on here. Miss Lana will get me. She's a little sensei. I'm telling you, if I move anything around here, she'll know like immediately. Check this out. This thing is heavy too, like really heavy. Look at that. This thing probably weighs, I'm not even kidding, probably 3 pounds. Look how beautiful that is. Right? Doesn't that make you like feel good? Right? Look how rad that is. Right? You guys see these? So let's continue to make this. This is just gonna be a pudding. So I'm gonna throw some hemp seeds in here. Here we go. I'm gonna do a lot. I'll probably do 3 tablespoons. Boom! Hi, Antoinette. Antoinette's been around Optimal Reset. Antoinette, I think you came on my very first video second video that I've ever done, second or third video. And as you can see, Antoinette, look at, do you see? That's why, like, my opinion will change. I mean, when I was there, y'all, I was all like lifting weights and chicken and all this stuff and whey protein and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's so good to accept everybody, because they're going to figure out what works for them. You know what I mean? And that's why I tried to get all the vegans and all these different diets, but, you know, it didn't work because people, they're like this team or this team. And so you just got to accept everybody for who they are, especially when it comes to food, and just figure out what works best for you. Here's another thing. I love to just rap, because I'll just talk about it. So, you know, I got a lot of HATE from the beginning and stuff. You know, and there's a thing called, what is it called? Like community drop-off, or, you know, if you really, really are being authentic, like, I tell you, there's so many safe ways that I could have went for this, y'all. I could have just been strictly hardcore breatharian, right? And I could have made a community just for breatharians. That's it, right? That's it. Or I could have just been hardcore vegan, or hardcore this, or hardcore that. But if you really do open up your chest, you know, and are vulnerable and show all of your colors, there's going to be people that dislike something that you say, a couple things that you say, 3 things you say, you know, and they're going to drop off. But I have found, you know, if you're true to who you are, and you really are vulnerable, and you really are authentic, and you ain't scared of nothing, and it's very, very rare. It's very, 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 very rare. You all see how much I do this, right? You all see how many people I play with. It's very, very rare that you can find somebody that's not scared of that, because there's milestones to this, and a lot of people that I've played with get to one milestone and they're like, you know what, this is just too heavy, I'm getting too much HTE, or I wasn't ready to heal, maybe I was faking myself out. You know, there's a lot of stuff, especially if you have childhood trauma, relationship stuff, money stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, and that's why a lot of people disappear that are front and center, and that's why a lot of your community or fan base or followers disappear too. Because if you have a lot of flavors and you're trying to really, really heal, you're gonna have up and downs too. And so a lot of people are gonna disappear. I have found a lot of people come back. A lot of people disappear because they're dealing with stuff, but a lot of people come back as well. And so that's what's powerful about the group. And I keep talking about the group because I love the group. I don't even know what my point was. I don't know, just rapping. Look, this is our Nano cacao pudding, right? And now that I put the hemp seeds in there, it's gonna make a little, a thicker and creamier. Here's a tip, just the tip. See this? If I put this back on the Ninja, see how it's all like all wet? Well, see how it's sliding a little bit? That extra? It's gonna, when I just start screwing on, you're gonna have a disaster all around, so you're gonna have to lick around. So if I would have put it on right away, instead of just wrap like this, that would have been good. But if you don't put this on and you got to Ninja blend it again, always rinse it so you don't have a mess on your second blend. Boom. See, now I'll put it on there and I don't have to, lick it off of there. So watch, like if I wouldn't have done that, if I put it back on, you would have, see the chocolate or the yumminess would have ran in and then you have to wipe it down, right? So now I don't have to do that. Key thing, y'all. But now if you just take it off, put the hemp seeds in there and then throw it on real quick, you're good. But if you're wrapping like I am, you can have a mess. And so you just have to just lick it off or just wipe it off like I did. So let's blend this up. Telling y'all, because I think this wet sauce is pretty much perfect, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna play with it for some other stuff. I might even put it on some like yogurt or something. But once I think it's perfect, we'll go ahead and share the recipe with y'all. Because who doesn't like hot sauce? Hi, Sherry. Y'all want a dramatic pour? I know I do. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me today. I think I might just start doing this. I think the point of view will be better next time. This really is the best way to go live, y'all. I shared 99.999% of the stuff I said. I had no idea I was going to say. I just wanted to show what I am making and preparing this sexy Sunday. But thank you for joining me, y'all. If you all enjoyed this, share this video. And if you haven't introduced yourself in the group, go over there and introduce yourself. Tell us what your favorite color is. Tell us a joke. Tell us what your favorite entree is. Tell us what you made last night for dinner. If you're going through some relationship problems, talk about that. There's a lot of support over there, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna do a hashtag dramatic pour, as my daughter used to say. And Jordan, by the way, is doing very, very well. She played her first season of volleyball. She really, really enjoyed it. For the last year, I keep saying that she's growing up really, really fast. She has a phone now. If y'all saw that video I did when I called my dad, you might have caught up that. She weighs 132 pounds and she's 5'7" and she is skinny, right? I weighed 65 pounds when I was her age. She's all legs and she's growing up so fast, right? I mean, her body, she's a young lady. She's a young woman. She's 13 years old, y'all. It's really, really cold there. She's got her best friend, Caitlin. And I'll tell you, if you have been watching me for a while, she is one of the main reasons why I started all of this, just because she would inspire me with her humor and her fun and her creativity on the interwebs. Because I'm pretty tech savvy with websites and other stuff, but with social media, I would do that for other clients, but never for myself. And she would always just do these really cool videos, and she does them all day, every day over on Musical.ly and Funny Mate, and she teams up with her friends, and she loves that stuff. Sometimes I'll post videos of her, but she's doing great. Again, it's really, really cold there. She's got her grades up. She's got all A's and 1 B's. That's why she got her phone back. And I love her dearly. And so now that I converted to, I use my iPhone as my go-to phone. I was using Android, and I had my SIM card in there. But, you know, the FaceTime on that, you know, is so much better for her. And so now I converted to iPhone. So, you know, I get to chat with her probably every other day, and then I get to see her once a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It just depends. But Jordan is doing really, really well. You know, depends on how well I ninja flip back into my other playground and how much of the money that I can make, how much money I want to make, that whole thing. You know, depends on when I get to see her. You know, and hopefully when I make it to Kauai, she can come spend the summer with me every summer. That is the goal. That is the goal. You know, master gardener, you know, and just continue to heal myself, and I'll let you in on my journey as best I can. Again, I'm open and honest. I'm an open book. It's not going to go perfect. I do make mistakes, but you know, I harvest that self-love, and I'm not giving up on who I'm becoming. Again, I can't make everybody happy. You know, I'm not trying to. I'm really just trying to make myself happy, and that's it, y'all. Hopefully you're happy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't care if it's 52 degrees. I think I should just take Buddy for a walk. You know, it's one of those things like, man, I haven't been outside and play. I just got to put my ninja socks on or throw some sandals on, put the leash on, and just go outside. So I think that's what I'm going to do. In fact, I am going to do that, even if it's just around the block. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you for joining me, y'all. Here is the Nano Cacao Pudding. Gotta pop that pinky. Gotta pop that pinky. Check it out. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Y'all smell that? Ooh. You've got the best fats in there, the avocado, which I didn't need any oils. We've got the hemp seeds, the bananas, and the cacao. 4 ingredients, y'all. That's gonna go in my tummy and out, and I can go play. Thank you for joining me, y'all. Remember, I'm here to share, inspire, and support with love. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Carla. Y'all share this video, ninja flip into the group. Give yourself a hug. I love you. Keep it raw. Stay rad. What? Bye.